Hey guys, it's day 9 and I'm going to try to keep this one short, but I can't promise anything because you know I like to talk. So we're talking about building relationships and how to do that and how not to complicate it by being afraid of saying the wrong thing. So the number one thing you need to do to build relationships is 1, meet new people. So when you meet these new people, they're either going to be on Facebook or Instagram or maybe even out in person. But the key is to build relationships, you build your team. So in order to do that, you need to meet new people. Number 2, your goal and your intentions is to build relationships. So don't lead with an agenda because people can sense that. You don't want to come off as salesy. That's something our team really tries hard not to do. We don't go around just throwing and vomiting Beachbody all over people because nobody wants to hear that, and quite frankly, I wouldn't either. So, just lead with a genuine interest in the person you're talking to, and don't let your agenda, or don't have another agenda, just genuinely want to talk to somebody. Number 3, ask questions and listen. Listening is probably one of the most important skills you will need to have as a Beachbody coach. You don't want to be talking to somebody and be like, oh my god, I just can't wait for her to shut up so I can talk to her about Shakeology and get her on a challenge pack. No. Don't do that. That's terrible. Seriously, just be interested. Be interested in the person and be more interested in them than you are interesting. Because then they'll ask about you. If you're interested in them, you're asking them questions. Eventually, they're going to ask you about you. And then you can tell them what you're doing, but still don't vomit Beachbody all over them. So the way you're going to do this is called F.O.R.M. It's an acronym that stands for family, occupation, recreation, and message. So family, just about, oh, how's your kids doing, or how's your family doing? Just ask them about their family. Do you have any kids? Do you have any dogs? Just stuff like that. Occupation, their job, what they do every day. Recreation is just what they like to do for fun. Do they like to dance, ride bikes? Do they like to go for walks and swim, go hiking, surfing, whatever. And then message, that's when you can throw Beachbody in there. But not until you've done F.O.R. can you do that message, because then it kind of still comes off like you're leading with an agenda. And one thing that I have found is when you're listening to what people are saying, because listening is key. If you're doing your personal development, you will be a rock star at this. When you're listening to people, you need to kind of listen deeper to what they're saying, and don't just judge them for the way that they're talking. So, for example, if somebody's coming off very negative, like, oh, my job, I hate my job, I'm so broke, I don't have money, instead of saying, like, oh, well, they're not going to want to do this, they're broke, they don't have any money, like, they're not going to buy a challenge pack, I'm just going to not talk to them. I kind of look at that as like, wow, I can really help this person. They don't like their job, but I can help them create another form of income for themselves and start building their plan B so that their job doesn't have to be their job anymore, and then they can just do something that they're passionate about. So you really need to listen to the people who you're talking to, because a lot of times you'll be able to figure out how to help them by listening to just what they're telling you. They're basically telling you how to help them. You need to decode that and figure it out. And you'll be able to do that once you've done your personal development. You'll be able to see exactly kind of what I'm talking about. And then number 4, everybody has a want, everybody has a need. It's your job as a coach to identify that and fill it. So you need to identify the person's need and fill that need, whether it's with a challenge package or Shakeology, or maybe just a workout program, or maybe they need a job. Maybe they need help. They need an escape from their job, and you can provide them that with the coaching opportunity. It's just like they open the door and they're letting you in to help them. You just need to see that that door's open and get in there before the time is too late. Also, one way that I would approach this person who's saying their job, they really hate their job, is something like this. You can ask them, well, Have you ever considered doing what I do as a health and fitness coach? The reason why I'm asking you is because you said you don't really like your job, you want to stay home with your kids more, the long hours are really tough for you, and I really think you could benefit from this because by doing this, you'd be able to stay home with your kids more and So tell them why you think they could benefit from it, why you think they would be really good at it, and all of these things you should know because you will have formed them and you will know enough about them to know what would make them good at this job. Then once you have told them that, then it might take a couple messages back and forth before they really understand or they're really committed to it. It might just be like, yeah, I'll do that, I could do that, but everyone's different. So it's important not to get down if somebody turns you down right away, because like I mentioned in an earlier video, it's always no for right now and not no forever. So I want you to start applying some of these things that you're learning. Don't wait, this is key, do not wait until you're an expert at this to try it. Because if I waited till I was an expert at this, I still would not have tried it, because I am not an expert. And if you wait until you're perfect at something, chances are, since we all know nobody's perfect, you're never going to get out there and try it. So don't wait. Act now, apply what you're learning, and I'm just can't wait to see you guys kick this one out of the ballpark. I'll see you tomorrow.